Do you ever look around your house and think, how did it get this messy again? Maybe you clean up once, but somehow the clutter magically reappears. Here's the truth, it's not magic, it's habits, or rather, the lack of the right ones. Most people think keeping a clean home requires hours of scrubbing, but here's the misconception. Maintaining a tiny space is actually about tiny, constant habits that take less than 5 minutes each. Yes, you heard that right, 5 minutes. So today, I'm sharing 10 game-changing tiny habits that will transform your home from chaotic to clean. And yes, it will stay that way. So if you are ready to ditch the overwhelm and finally create a clutter-free space, stick around because these tips will change everything. If you are loving this vibe, make sure to hit that subscribe button so we can stay on this clean and tiny journey together. Let's dive in. The first habit is give everything a home. So picture this, you come home, toss your keys on the counter, kick off your shoes in the hallway, and the next day you can't find your keys and can't find the other shoe either. Sounds familiar? That's because those keys don't have a home. Start by assigning every single item in your house a specific spot. Shoes on the shoe rack, keys in a dish by the door, or just hang it on the doorknob. Bills in a folder. The goal is to create a muscle memory so your hand just automatically puts things back where they belong without even thinking. My mail used to pile up on the kitchen counter until I added a simple basket near the front door. So now everything gets sorted immediately. Important mail stays in the basket and junk mail goes straight to the recycling bin. It's a tiny shift, but the impact is huge. And here's the secret. If you don't assign a home to an item, it becomes clutter. So the next habit is use a catch-all container for temporary items. There's always that random stuff in your house that's basically homeless. You know what I mean, right? Those reusable bottles you swear you will recycle on the weekend, or that package you mean to return 2 weeks ago but forgot again. Instead of letting these rogue items invade your counters, your tables, or, heaven forbid, the floor, give them a temporary home. Here's what I do. I have this magical little bin under the counter. Bottles waiting to be recycled? In the bin. That Amazon return? Yep, in the bin. Even those mystery items you're not sure what to do with yet, they go in the bin too. The bin is like the where I belonged for clutter. It's temporary, it's organized, and it's stress-free. But the key is to actually empty the bin regularly. Don't let it turn into a clutter retirement home. Mine gets cleaned out every Saturday when I do errands. Recycling goes to the depot, returns to the post office, and suddenly my house looks like I have my life together. Think of it as a holding zoo for chaos. No more bottles rolling around the floor like tumbleweeds. No more the moments like, where did I put that package? Trust me, one little bin, huge sanity points. The next habit is make your bed every morning. Alright, I hear you. Making my bed? Really? Why bother? It's just going to get unmade in like 12 hours. I get it. I used to be the same way. In fact, my mom and I had a Cold War level standoff over this habit when I was a kid. Guess who won? Well, mommy always won. Years later, I finally caved and tried it. Friends, let me tell you, game changer. Making your bed is like putting a bow on your day. It instantly makes your room look put together, even if there's chaos lurking in the closet. And it's ridiculously fast. Seriously, it took 2 minutes tops. If you're like me, you will start to feel this weird sense of accomplishment every time you see your neatly made bed. Like, wow, I'm such a responsible adult. Here's a sciencey part. Studies show that making your bed can boost productivity and improve your mood. Why? Well, because it's a win before your day even started, right? It's like the universe is telling you, you are got this. Plus, crawling into a freshly made bed at night, pure bliss. So just try it for a week. The worst case scenario is that you are out like 14 minutes of your life. But the best case scenario is you start a habit that makes your room feel like a 5-star hotel. So the habit number 4 is wipe down surfaces daily. If flat surfaces were people, that'd be the friend who always invites drama. coffee tables, dining tables, counters. Well, they just attract clutter. It's like they're whispering, hey, leave your random stuff here. I won't mind. But here's the trick. Don't give them the chance. Make it a habit to wipe down these surfaces every single day. I'm not talking about a deep clean. I mean a quick swipe with a cloth to keep things looking fresh. In my kitchen, I keep a microfiber cloth right by the sink. So after cooking, it's a 2-second job to clean up. In the bathroom, I have a designated towel for wiping water spots and toothpaste blots of the sink. The result is my counters are so clean and shining. They could double as a dance floor. And don't even get me started on how good it feels to see a clutter-free coffee table. It's like breathing pure oxygen, just instant calm. So the key here is to make it a daily ritual. A quick wipe down keeps grime and clutter from building up, so you are never stuck spending an entire weekend scribbling. It's small, it's simple, and it makes a huge difference. Habit number 5 is rinse the sink after use. Well, when I mention the kitchen sink, do you feel a little bit meh? But honestly, that thing is the unsung hero of our entire home. It handles everything from dirty dishes to green pans. But how often do we actually show it some love? Here's the deal. Every time you use your sink, rinsing it out. Seriously, just 2 seconds of running water can save you from hours of scrambling down the road. Why? Because sinks are sneaky. If you leave food bits or water spots, they will team up and form some kind of gross super stain that requires industrial strength cleaner to remove. Trust me, I've been there and it's not fun. And don't stop at the kitchen. The same rule applies to your bathroom sink and even the bathtub, right? After brushing your teeth, rinsing the sink to keep toothpaste splatters at bay. After the shower, give the tub a quick rinse. It's not about being fancy, it's about avoiding that horrifying moment when you realize your sink has turned into a scientific experiment. So this habit leads to the next one. Wash dishes immediately after eating. Let's face it. After a meal, the couch starts calling your name like it's serenading you in a rom-com. But here's the thing. Washing your dishes right after eating is like ripping off a band-aid. Yes, it's mildly annoying in the moment, but it's way better than facing the Mount Everest of dirty dishes the next morning. So here's the ugly truth. The longer you let those pans sit, the more those food bits turn into cement. Suddenly, what could have been a quick reason becomes a full-blown excavation project. If you are a dishwasher kind of person, great. But don't just toss dishes in and call it a day. Actually start the dishwasher. Then, when it's done, put everything away as soon as possible. A clean counter is like a happy sign for your kitchen. My secret? Well, I treat it like a mini workout. A plate is a squat. A cup is a bicep curl. Bomb clean kitchen and turn arms. And if you blast your favorite song while you are at it, it turns the whole thing into a mini dance party. So the next time you're tempted to let it soak, which is code for procrastinate, remind yourself, a clean sink is one less thing to stress about tomorrow. Plus, isn't just feel nicer to wake up to a kitchen that doesn't feel like it's judging you? Habit number 7 is clear clutter before bed. You know that feeling when you wake up, wander into the living room and see chaos everywhere? Socks on the floor, blankets crumbled on the couch, yesterday's coffee mug glaring at you from the table. Clearing clutter before bed is the antidote to that madness. Here's the trick. Make it a 5-minute ritual. Before you brush your teeth, do a quick sweep of your space. Toss 3 items back where they belong, fold that blanket, fluff the throw pillows, and maybe even prep your coffee machine for the morning. In my house, the living room gets the most love. Remotes go back in the drawer because somehow they always end up everywhere but there. Books return to the shelf, and shoes magically work themselves to the closet. Okay, fine, I moved the shoes, but you get the idea, right? Think it as a mini reset for your space and your brain. It's like tucking your home in for the night. Plus, there's something ridiculously satisfying about waking up to a tidy house. You start the day feeling calm and in control, like, wow, I really have my life together. Habit 8 is take out the trash daily. Well, the humble trash can. It quietly holds all your junk, but when neglected, it stages a rebellion in the form of funky smell and overflowing chaos. It is where you should enter this life-saving habit. Take out the trash every single day. For me, it's part of my morning routine. I grab the trash bag on my way out the door to walk the dog. It's quick, painless, and keeps my home smelling fresh and fabulous. No dog? No problem. Pair it with any other daily activity, like heading to the walk, going to the gym, whatever works. And here's a bonus. Tossing things out is weirdly therapeutic. It's like a mini celebration of letting go. Goodbye, empty cereal box. Farewell, old takeout container. You're cleaning mental clutter as much as physical. And let's be real, there's nothing worse than that dreaded moment when you push down on the trash just a little harder to make room for one more thing. It's not going to fit, and now you are wrestling with a garbage monster. So daily trash runs means no more garbage drama. It's like hitting the reset button for your home every day. Trust me, once you start, you will wonder why you didn't do it sooner. Habit 9 is embrace the 5-second rule. No, I'm not talking about eating food off the floor, although hey, no judgment. This is about the 5-second action rule, and it's pure magic for keeping your space clutter-free. Here's how it works. When you notice something out of space, like a jacket dropped over a chair or a glass left on the counter, you have 5 seconds to deal with it. If you don't act immediately, your brain will absolutely come up with an excuse, like, well, I will do it later, or it's not that bad. Spoiler alert. It's always that bad later. For example, when I see shoes in the hallway, I don't just step over them and hope them teleport to the closet. No, I pick them up and pull them away. It takes just 5 seconds, and this rule is like a tiny superhero cape for your productivity. 5 seconds of efforts now saves you hours of cleaning later. Plus, it's oddly satisfying to look around and see a space that's clear, tidy, and under control. So the next time you catch yourself thinking, well, I will deal with it later, just remember the 5-second rule. Habit 10 is practice the one in, one out rule. Let's talk about one of life's sneakiest villains, clutter creep. It starts like innocently, a new sweater here, a cute mug there. Well, before you know it, your closet is bursting, your cabinets won't close, and you're Googling how to become a minimalist. Please, just enter the one in, one out rule. For every new item you bring into your home, one old item has to go. Bought a new pair of shoes? Well, donate an old pair. Added another cute throw pillow to your couch? Maybe it's time to retire the one that's basically threadbare. But if you already own a similar item, it's a reminder that do you really need to buy a new one? This rule isn't about deprivation, it's about balance. It keeps your home from feeling like a storage unit and helps you stay mindful about what you already have. Here's a fun twist. Make it a game. For every new book you bring in, find an old one to gift to a friend or donate to a local library. It's like decluttering with a purpose. Not only does this habit keep your space in check, but it also makes you think twice before you buy something new. Do you really need another pair of, let's say, black boots? Probably not. So the next time you're about to bring something new home, ask yourself, what's leaving to make room for this? Trust me, it's the ultimate clutter cure. There you have it, 10 tiny habits that will keep your home clean and clutter-free without spending hours cleaning. I think the best part is these habits are easy to start and take only a few minutes each day. So tell me, which habit are you going to try first? Or do you have a favorite habit I didn't mention? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who could use a little tidy inspiration. See you next time. Bye.